First masterclass for RBWM, and we'll be covering important 25 questions from module A. Very important ones here. These are recollected from various examinations earlier, so follow it completely. Okay, everyone, let's start without wasting the time. Immediately directly hit the topic. Okay, so firstly, download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you'll be getting the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, tests, everything, whatever you need for clearing JAIIB and CIB, you'll get it over here. Okay, so download it fast. Now, which of the following defines the retail banking? Okay, so which is it? The banking service that is geared primarily towards individuals. Second, the bank that deals with lending money to the individual consumers rather than corporates. And third one, that part of the banking that is meant for small account holders. So which is the right one? Is this geared towards individuals, or is it geared towards, let me take the pen over here. Okay, so is it geared towards individuals? Is this A right? Or is it the bank that deals lending money to individual consumers? Individual means what? And again, see here, both the things are individuals, and here rather than corporates. That part of the banking that is meant for small account holders. So small account holders means what? Again, it boils down to individuals only. So that's why the answer will be what? 1, 2 and 3 all. Is the answer A, B, C or D? It is correct. C. All of them. 1, 2 and 3. See here. Understand the difference between retail banking and corporate banking. Retail banking focuses on individual customers. Individual means they can be shopkeepers, small shopkeepers. They can be individual salaried person. They can be individual businessmen. It can be anything, but not large corporates. Suppose if Reliance comes tomorrow, Reliance can't be accommodated in retail banking. Tata's come tomorrow, can't be accommodated. Okay. Now you'll say, do you mean that retail banking will only have saving accounts? No. Retail banking will have current accounts also, loans for businessmen also, but for smaller, okay, SMEs we call them. Okay, micro enterprises generally will come to this. MSMEs whole may come to retail banking. Large corporates will go to corporate banking. So importantly, remember, retail banking will always focus more on one point, that is volumes. Okay. The volumes should be huge in retail banking. Then only retail banking can sustain. Okay. Second is margins. Okay. Margins mean NIM we call it. Net interest margin. So NIM. That is always an advantage to retail banking, because retail customers generally don't complain about this is the repo rate, that is the repo rate, how are you charging that much, which the corporates do come. Okay. They complain about this because they are knowledgeable and they deal on a daily basis with this. So that is the difference between retail and corporate. Okay, mainly corporate banking focuses on deal on a daily basis with this. So that is the difference between retail and corporate. Okay, mainly corporate banking focuses on the big clients, corporates, and retail focuses on individuals and small businesses. Which of the following characteristics is a characteristic of retail banking? The banking service provided target the individual customers, so roughly the same. These activities are focused on mass market segment, covering large population of individuals, and large corporates having large number of employees are also provided banking facilities under retail banking. Now this is a tougher one. You might feel it's a simple or the repetition of the earlier question, but no. This is clearly a different question and it is tricky one. So now think, what should be the answer over here? Firstly, let's focus on one by one. The banking service provided to target the individual customers. So is that right? Retail banking means provided to target the individual customers. Yes, that is the answer. So one is right. What about this? These activities are focused on mass market segment, covering large population of individuals. Right? Mass market means what? What did I say just now? Huge volumes. Volume should be very huge. Only then retail banking will survive. With smaller volumes, banking cannot survive at all. Okay, so covering large population of individuals here, that is important. Retail banking covers entire Indian space, entire India. Okay, now third one is a tricky one. Retail banking focuses towards large corporates having large number of employees. Is it so? Large corporates having large number of employees. Now what do you mean by this? Suppose if Reliance tomorrow, okay, let's say Reliance has, let's say, I don't know the number, but roughly let's say Reliance has 2 lakh employees, 2 lakh overall, completely 2 lakh employees. So does it mean, what does this line mean, or what does this question mean? Understand that targeting Reliance, large corporate having large number of employees, having 2 lakh employees. So should retail banking, retail over here, should retail target Reliance because it is a large corporate with large number of employees? So that is a question. So the answer is no. Retail banking will not target Reliance. So the answer is third is not right. So the answer will be only 1 and 2, right? 1 and 2. So what can be the answer over here? B. Okay. Now the question over here is, then whom will retail banking target? Here I'll give you one simple hint. Retail banking won't target Reliance, but it will target this 2 lakh customers individually. It will open their savings account, it will open their all loan accounts, everything, home loan, personal loan, everything. So that will be the target. This can't be the target of retail banking. So got the point? Retail banking targets individual customers, not the corporates. Okay. Which of the following is not the feature of retail banking? Not. Look at this. Not we want. Now we want false. These are provided through branches as well as virtual banking channels. These are provided through branches. Are they provided through branches? Do we have branches now? Obviously. As well as virtual banking channels. Now what are virtual banking channels? You say anything. ATM. Now that is a common thing, isn't it? ATM, then app banking now, internet banking, iNet. Okay. It can be any phone banking. Just write in the comment section, everyone. These 3 I have given. ATM, app, internet banking. What are others? Give me the answers for others. Yeah. Just type in the comment section. What are the other virtual banking channels for this retail banking? ATM, app, internet, anything else? Mobile banking, correct, mobile. Then telephone banking, we have these numbers, 180 numbers also, okay? Telephone banking. Then what others? There are many. What others? Yes. They are provided at what level? They are provided at POS, point of sale. Now, do you know? ATM, this cash services can be provided through the shops also. Now, how many people do the same? Don't you yourself go to the shopkeeper sometimes? Sir, ye 20 rupees cash dena na. I have to give it to someone. I'll pay you phone pay. What are you doing actually? 20 rupees cash you are taking from that customer. When you are in urgency, you have to give to that auto wala 27 rupees or 57 rupees. Okay? You don't have those 7 rupees change. What do? You go to the nearest shop. Okay, sir, I'll Paytm you or phone pay you. Okay, just give me that amount. So what is that? After all, you're dealing with a banking service that is done through that shopkeeper. So that point of sale, that is also one point that is known as point of sale. Always remember the machines which we have in the malls, that the card machines, or nowadays these phone pay machines. These are all point of sale machines. Okay, so these are the main channels. Anything else? Who can type anything else? Just type it in the comment section. We'll check it later. Okay. So coming back, which of the following is not a feature of retail banking? We want not. Okay. So it can be provided through branches and virtual banking channels. So that is true. But we want what? Not. We want false. Our target is false. Okay. So this is true. So leave it. Not our answer. These can be extended only for amounts which are very small in size. Very small in size. Okay, let's check that. Very small means what? How do you define very small? If I say small is 10,000, you will say no, 10,000 is too big for me. If I say 1 lakh is too big for me, somebody might say 1 lakh is too small for me. So what can this be the answer? Let's see. Second, let's keep this on the hold right now, okay? I know the answer, but let's keep this in the hold. In exam, how do you answer this? That's important. They can be offered both for liability as well as asset products. Liability means what? Just type in the comment section. Liability means what? Deposit or loan. Just type in the comment section. Liability means what? Deposit or loan. Liability. Yes, liability means deposit or loan. Type in the comment section. It is correct. Deposit. Okay. So they can be offered in deposit as well as asset. Asset means what? Loans. Okay. So what does the bank do? Bank does only deposits and loans, nothing else, isn't it? So these can be extended to small business also. Now this is true, yeah. Okay, we want false. These can be extended to small business, small size businesses also. So is this correct? Can they be extended to small size businesses? What did I tell you just now? We target SMEs over here, MSMEs over here. So that is also true. So what is the answer then? This is true, A is true, C is true, D is true. So what is B? B will be false. Why B is false? Because here, this answer is not defined over here. Very small means what? Suppose you can't define this very small. But generally what the sense of this question is, whenever such question comes and you can't find the correct answer, so what you have to do? You have to check the other answers. Go on the removal concept, scrapping concept, whichever is not required, scrap it fast. So B will be the answer over here. Why very small is not the answer? Because here in retail banking we give the loans up to 1 crore also. Why can't? Check the average house, this flat purchase, flat rate in metro cities today. Major means none of the houses are below 1 crore nowadays, means in major metros. None of the houses. So when you have such a huge amount of size or the value of the houses, the retail loans will also go up, isn't it? So that is the answer, B. The advantages of retail banking include higher interest spread, the spread over large client base, strong customer loyalty, high volatility in demand for retail products. So what does it include? What does it mean? Advantage, we want advantage. Okay. Higher interest spread means what? What do you mean by interest spread? Interest spread means the difference between loan interest minus deposit interest. Okay. Loan minus deposit interest. Okay. Whatever is the gap, that is the spread, and that is the income for the bank. So is it higher in retail banking? Why should it be higher in retail banking? Because have you seen any customer coming to you in your branch, retail banking, and asking you, sir, repo rate yesterday was decreased by RBI. So why are you charging this rate on the deposit, this rate on the loan? Have you seen any customer like this? Type yes if you have seen. One of the customer happens here. In among 1000 customers, there will always be one customer who is very free in his life. Very free, nothing to do, retired. He will just read the newspaper, come to you and pass the time. So such customers we have to avoid because they are not giving any business. Okay. Of course, if that customer is giving you the major business, then entertain that customer. Otherwise, there are many customers who just want to pass the time. So higher interest spread, generally customers, retail customers don't check these things and they don't come to the bank. So that's why we have higher interest spreads. Bank can charge a bit 0.5 higher, but this can't happen in corporate banking. Never. Corporate banking, the customer is also knowledgeable. The customers have the employees who are financially, who are in means CAs and great knowledge in the finance. Okay, so these will try to scratch as much as possible. Okay, so higher interest spread, yes, this is true. What about risk spread over large client base? That is also true. Use, what did we discuss earlier? Volumes, large volumes. So risk will be spread over large client base. What does it mean? It means that suppose if there is a failure of one loan, default of one loan, other loans will cover up, right? It's as simple. Look at this. Suppose corporate banking, okay, 1 lakh is given to 1 crore, I'll say 1 crore is given to one customer. In retail banking, generally 1 crore is given to 10 customers, 10 lakh each. So what happens in this? All the 10 customers won't be defaulting immediately, right? So that's why this covers up. Strong customer loyalty, that is also true. How many customers have you seen changing their banks? How many customers? They generally don't change. So this is also true. What about D? High volatility in demand for retail products. So that is not true. Volatility means what? Today, this year, your savings account grew by, let's say, 10%. Or not 10%, let's say 50% this year. Okay. Next year, they grew by only 25%. Next to next year, they grew by 75%. Does this happen like this? No. Even loans, home loans, this year they grew by 50%, next year 25%, next year 75%. Nothing. It's always averagely they grew by 10% each year. Roughly, I would say 10, 15, 10, 15. So, high volatility is not the feature of retail banking. So, that is false. So, what do we want over here? We want true, 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 true. A, B and C, right? So, answer is A to C only, all. Correct? Clear this, type yes in the comment section if you have understood up till now, so that we'll move ahead. Everyone, type fast. Type yes if you have understood up till now. Okay, move on. Chalo. The retail banking suffers from which of the following constraints and disadvantages? Select the wrong one. See this, select the wrong one. We have to select the wrong one, okay? Problem, see here, we want disadvantage. It should be a disadvantage. Problem in managing large number of individual customers. So that is a disadvantage. So this problem is there. Huge customer base. So what happens? Every customer has different problems. So that's why managing them is a problem. So this is a disadvantage. I'll write it D, disadvantage. Okay. Quick evolution of products that led to IT complications. That is also true. Everyday banking is changing retail banking. Today, customer comes and tells you in the branch that, see sir, this is your new feature of your bank. And we as employees many a times don't know. Why? Because our head office has given the new newspaper ad or internet ad. Customer checks the internet and comes to you. Sir, this is a feature which you don't know. So quick evolution, very fast. So this is also disadvantage, you can call it. Availability of higher spreads. Okay, higher spreads means this the interest income, the difference in the interest income is huge. As we said earlier, loan minus deposits, loan minus deposit interest. Okay, deposit interest. So this, is this a disadvantage or is this the advantage? Tell me that first. Higher spread is an advantage or disadvantage to the bank? It's an advantage. So this is an advantage. What do I want? I want disadvantage. This can be the answer. Let's see D. Level of irregularity in the loans is very high. So irregularity is very high. Is this so? Is this so? So see here, now you have to select the appropriate answer. Is this correct? Very correct, that the irregularity of loans is very high? No. Irregularity means NPAs. Do loans become more NPAs in the retail banking? No. This is the correct one. Because although availability of higher spreads is not a disadvantage or constraint, but the appropriate answer for this is among C and D, which is the correct one, which is not correct. We want to select the wrong one. Of course, this is an advantage, but this is the right one. Higher spread, this is right. We want to select the wrong one. So here the answer will be level of irregularity in these loans is very high. So this is the real answer. This is not this I would say is the wrong one, wrong. So in exam, many times what happens, you get confusing questions like the earlier one also. And you have to select the most appropriate answer. Many of the answers seem to be the same. So you have to select the most appropriate answer. So among C and D, the most appropriate is D. Why? Because it strictly said select the wrong one. So the examiner or the machine will be checking on the wrong one only, which is wrong over here. It will check higher spreads, that is right. So it's not wrong. So that will be not considered as answer. But this is the right answer. Okay. Next one. Which of the following group of developments increase the scope of retail banking business in India? Means which of the following group of developments, because of which developments the retail banking business in India has grown? Strong economic fundamentals, growing urban population, higher disposable income, higher tax rates. Here, now understand this. All of them seem to be correct, but there is one answer which is wrong in this. Which is that? See here, it should lead to the growth in the retail banking business. So which of them should be the correct answer over here? Is A the correct answer? Economic fundamentals, right. Growing urban, right. Higher disposable income, right. But higher tax rates, this is wrong. If the higher tax rates are there, then what will happen? People will have less money. They'll pay more to the government. So if they have less money, will retail banking business grow? No. Right? So that's why A is not the answer. Now B, emergence of new customer segment, growing urban population, higher disposable income and strong economic fundamentals. Can be true. Emergence of new customer segment. Yes. Emergence of new customer segment means what? New customers are being added. Who are the new customers? There can be many. Those who become above 18 or those who get access to the financial services, Jan Dhan account, these are all retail banking businesses. Growing urban, that's also correct. Higher disposable income, that is also correct. Strong economic fundamentals, that is also correct. So B can be the answer. Look at this. Now the option in the exam can be B, C, D, something like this. So B can be the answer. Rising growth in the service industry, growing urban population, higher disposable income, strong economic fundamentals, declining growth rate of manufacturing. This is a trick. Okay? This is a trick, right? Now tell me, can C be the answer? Rising growth in the service industry can be the answer. Growing urban population can be the answer. Higher disposable can be the answer. Strong economic fundamentals can be the answer. Declining growth rate can't be the answer. If the growth rate in the manufacturing is declining, it means what? People will have less money. So this can't be the answer. So definitely the answer is B. All of the above is out of question now, isn't it? Bank adopted the following business approach for retail banking: strategic business unit, departmental approach, integrated approach and generalized approach. So what is the answer? SBU approach. What is SBU? SBU means what? Each branch, okay, or each unit must earn their income to cater to their expenses. Means income and expenses should be done from the same unit. Head office should not support it. Okay. If I am having, let's say, loan department, then the expenses of the loan department should come through that loan department only, income of that. If I am having saving department, liabilities department, then the expenses of these liabilities should come through the income of that liability department. Okay. It can, liability means it can be third party also. Even saving current can be given certain additional points. Okay. So that is SBA approach. Departmental approach. Departmental means there is a separate savings department, account opening department, clearing department. Clearing means all the various departments, loan department, everything. So that is basically departmental approach. This generally we see in our nationalized banks, right? Integrated approach, combination, this and this, combination of this, departmental and strategic. So which of the models are banks adopting? Now look at this. It doesn't mean only nationalized banks. When we see banks, say banks, banks means it can be private bank, foreign bank, nationalized bank, cooperative bank, anything. And generalized approach, there is nothing called a generalized approach, okay, right now over here. So this is out. So the answer is A also, B also, C also, all of these. So the answer will be A to C all. Okay. Why? Because Depending on the bank, they'll adopt the model as such. Which of the following business approach for retail banking has the advantage of clear focus and business objective? Clear focus and business objective. Now, what do you mean by these two words? Clear focus means what do I want? What do I want means it is clear. I want a higher income. I want higher NIM, net interest margin. I want a higher NIM. That is point number one. Then business objective. What have I to do? I have to grow the liability products this year. I have to grow the home loans this year. I have to grow the insurance income this year. So that is a clear objective. So which of them has it? Strategic business unit approach, departmental approach, integrated approach, or generalized approach? Which of them will have the clear objective, clear focus? Think over it. This is a new type of approach which is happening. So that is SBU. SBU approach will have the clear focus and clear business objective. Why? Because they have to generate the income so that they can meet the expenses. Every department, every team has to generate their own income. Okay, so that is the approach. Which of the following group of banks in India does not go for positioning objective? Okay, rather this group goes for business objective. This is a question in your book. Very difficult one. First, you will have to understand what is positioning, what is business objective. Positioning means where do I position my bank in the eyes of the customer. Brand. That is known as main is branding. Branding. Which is the positioning part? Means basically branding. And what is business objective? Clear focus. Means what do I want? I want higher income. I want to grow my insurance business. I want to grow my savings business. I want to grow my home loan business. So which bank does this? Foreign bank, public sector bank, private bank, new private bank. Now what is this private and new private banks? Here these are old age private banks. Means like Karnataka Bank. These are all formed earlier. Old age means what? These were formed many years ago. Okay. Karnataka Bank, Federal Bank, all these banks are formed. It doesn't mean they are old. It's not that. Old age means they were formed before 1994. New private banks mean these are formed after 1994. Means HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, all these. Okay. So what is the answer? Right answer over here. Positioning rather than business objective. It is foreign banks. Foreign banks are very clear in this. They don't want. I'll give you a simple example. Standard Chartered Bank. Okay. They had a huge market share in their credit card business almost 10 years back. When they saw the market growing, means huge competition coming in this credit card business, they immediately exited that business. Immediately. They didn't say that yes, we are number one in this market, so we will fight in this market. They said nothing doing. Now the competition is growing. Our business objective is real profit or niche profit or huge profit. So now it will go. So we'll remove it. So that's what happens. Okay. Banks adopted different models for implementing the retail banking business, and a common strategy for this include which of the following? So banks, what are the different models? There are different models. We'll see those models now. Okay. In the next question we'll be seeing. For implementing the retail business, banking business, and the most common strategy. Now what is the strategy for this? For this include which of the following? So which is the strategy? End-to-end sourcing, predominant outsourcing, partial outsourcing, in-house sourcing. What do you mean? What can be the answer? Now what do you mean by this? Understand the logic behind this. Understand. In nationalized banks, what do we do? Nationalized banks, okay? We always follow the model of nationalized. We always follow the D model, D, in-house. We don't outsource anything, except nowadays we have started that MB, that BC, right? Business correspondent. That guy, we have started a new business now. I mean, that's a sort of outsourcing. Otherwise, we don't outsource at all. So nationalized like this. But what about foreign banks? Foreign banks are this. Foreign, end-to-end. End-to-end. Everything outsourced. This outsource, that outsource, this DSA, that DSA, everything. What are we doing? We'll just govern. Okay. Then predominant outsourcing and partial outsourcing. Both means here these two are extreme. D and A are extreme. D is very conservative and A is very liberal, right? And B and C are in between. So new age private banks and old age private banks, they follow these models. Predominant outsourcing is done by new private banks, means like HDFC. Partial outsourcing by the old private banks, Federal, this Karnataka Bank, all these. Okay. So banks adopt which model? Now the question remains the same. Which model do the banks adopt? Banks will adopt this A to D all, depending on the bank. Nationalized bank will approach this, private bank will do this, foreign bank will do this, then the remaining will do this. So it's like that. So depending on the bank, the models are adopted. The adoption of sourcing of model from retail banking business by bank depends on which of the following factors. So sourcing model, sourcing means how do I source my business? Which customer segment do I target? So it depends on which. Product range, process requirement, technology preparedness, delivery capabilities and regulatory prescriptions. Regulatory means RBI. What do you mean by this? This means RBI. What does RBI say? Prescription, doctor's prescription. Don't we have? Take this medicine, take that medicine. Same. What is RBI? RBI is a doctor. It's a regulator. Do this, don't do this. Do this, don't do this. That is RBI. Isn't it? So product range, yes. What is the product range you are having? How many products do you have? Do you know how many products are there in retail banking generally? There are around 32 products. 32 products in retail banking, including all that saving, current, insurance, gold coins, then selling. Even retail banks can do the hotel booking business. Can you imagine? On the website, why can't you do it? Even we have started the bookings of hotels and trains and everything. What is that? It's basically vacation booking. So this can also be the source. So coming back, the adoption of sourcing model depends on what? Product range, process requirement. Okay, what does RBI say about these processes? Technology preparedness, how strong you are in the technology, and delivery capabilities. So what is the answer? A, B, C, D, E, A to E all? Or only A, C and E? A, C and E, only B, D and E. Process requirement, technology and regulatory. Here everywhere E is there. Okay, because RBI is there, but obvious. So that's why answer will be D, A to E all. Okay. As per the study, banks adopted the following models based on the technology and customer interface capabilities. Now, what are the models? This is what I was talking of. These are the models in banking. Horizontally organized, predominantly horizontally organized, vertically organized, predominantly vertically organized, and centrally organized. So based as per the study, they adopted what? Based on the technology and customer interface. So which is the models bank has adopted? Do you know anyone? What is the centrally organized model? There is nothing called as centrally organized model. Okay. In terms of this technology, we are only talking from the reference of technology. And this question is from your book only. Yeah, if you check the book theory part, you'll get this question. So banks adopted which technology? Which model? Centrally is not there, but these four are there. Horizontally, vertically, predominantly horizontally, predominantly vertically. So all these four are there. A, B, C and D. So what is this? B, A to D all. Okay. Now what is this horizontally? What is this vertically? Or just the names? No. We'll be having these questions. Now look at this question. The modular structure using different process models for different products, offering product-wise end-to-end solutions is called as here product-wise. What did I say? We are having these questions. So product-wise end-to-end solutions. So when it is product-wise, remember the important word. Product-wise end-to-end solutions. So that is always the answer is, many of you might not be knowing this. If you know, kindly type the answer. Horizontally, we'll just call this now H, V, PH. Isn't it? PH. Very short form. Predominantly horizontally and predominantly vertically. PV. So H, V, PH and PV. What is the answer? A, B, C, D. Answer is A, horizontally organized. Okay, end to end. Whenever you see product wise, the answer is horizontally. Always remember this. In exam also, Product wise, because horizontal model is related to products only. The main disadvantage of horizontal model is there is no common database of customers. Here, common database does not exist. Common customer database does not exist. Common customer data, okay, database does not exist in horizontal model, whereas in vertical model it's the same. Next question, look at this. Dash model provides functionality across the products with customer database orientation. The centralized customer database is used across the products. Now this is the feature I was talking of. Centralized customer database. Whenever you see this word of centralized customer database or common customer database, the answer is what? Horizontally, vertically, PH, PV. It is vertically. Okay, always remember. Horizontally means what? Product wise, no common database. Vertically means what? Common database of customers across all the products. What does it mean? See here, this is the common database of the customer. So this is very advantageous. Home loan person will target these customers. He'll have the phone numbers of all. So he'll call all of them. Personal loan will call all of them. This credit card, call all of them. So same customer database is used by all. So that is always advantageous to the customer. Whereas in horizontal, what happens? This over here. Departments. This is home loan. I'll target only home loan customers. I don't know anything about this credit card or this personal loan. Nothing. My base is only this much. That is always a disadvantage of horizontal. And whereas in vertical, we have a common database. Okay? Clear? Yeah. Type yes. Which of the following models is a standard norm in public sector banks? Standard norm. Okay? Which models is adopted in public sector banks? H, V, PH or PV? Which is a common norm adopted? Product wise. Here, what did I say about horizontal? It is product wise. Do you have product wise segments? Do you have a clearing department in your bank? You have a cash department in your bank? Do you have home loan department separate? Do you have that personal loan separate? Do you have this that guy doing home loan only? The guy doing personal loan only? Doing account opening only? Isn't it? That is the feature in many of the nationalized banks. So that is horizontally organized. Many of the nationalized banks have the horizontally organized model. Although they are changing now, they are changing to this PV, predominantly vertically organized, means some majority of the part is being done as a common database now. But that is 70%. Here, this is horizontally means 0% common database. Vertically means 100% common database. PH means 30% common database. And PV means 70% common database. That is the basic logic. Okay. The new private banks generally follow the dash, which means common customer information is available. Simple, isn't it? So simple answer. Horizontally, vertically, PH, PV. So new private banks follow which model? Logic, vertically, isn't it? There is a common database, as I told you. Same customer base, same customer will be targeted by all the departments. Don't you yourself get the call? Sir, I am calling from this ICICI bank. Okay. Do you want a personal loan? After 2 hours, sir, I am calling from ICICI bank. Do you want a home loan? I am calling from ICICI bank. Do you want a credit card? Same customer. Everyone is targeting. Why? Because vertical model. Have you called yourself? Have you seen from your bank going somewhere from nationalized banks? No, right? Why? Because we don't target the common database. That is the disadvantage. And we must always move towards this model, vertically organized model. Okay. The most common business approach for retail banking adopted by the banks are. Now this is approach. Here, that was model. Horizontally, vertical, that is model. This is approach. Understand the difference. When the question comes of approach, this is not related to that horizontal, vertical, everything. Okay. So what are the approaches? Segmented, geography based and classification based. Segmented, geography based and classification based. So what is the answer? Now you'll say, sir, what is this? I don't know. I'll tell you. Just remember this now. Okay. It is all of these, A to C all. segmented, geography and classification based. All of them are used approaches. Now what is this? Let's see one by one. In which of the following business approach for retail banking the branches are classified based on the business potential of the focused marketing strategy? These branches are positioned as a resource center branches and form the part of overall segmentation plan. In which? Segmented approach, geography or classification based? There is a hint in the question itself. Classified based on the business potential of the focused marketing strategy. See this business potential, that is important in the segmented approach. Okay. These branches are positioned as resource centers, branches and form the part of overall segmentation plan. This is the hint I was talking of, right? Segment. So answer is obviously segmented approach, isn't it? Many a times in the question itself you get the hint, but your eyes should be open, your mind should be open, isn't it? Segmentation. So segmented approach. Isn't it? So simple. Next one. A retail business model is built on dash in geography based approach. Now see here, this is the second model. Geography based approach. So it is based on what? Different products, different services, geographies and different markets. See here, answer is many times given in the question itself. Geography based, so answer will be geographies. But I'll tell you what happens in the exam. When such question comes to you, all of you will think, how can this be the so simple answer? Geographies, how can this be the answer? This can't be the answer. I'll take something else. Products, services, markets. Yes, this will be the answer. D will be the answer. Because IIBF can't give such simple questions. But no, there are many questions which are straightforward, simple. See whatever you can see and write that same answer. So answer is geographies. Where strategies for retail banking are built on the basis of type of the branch such as rural, semi-urban, urban and metro. Such approach is called as. 2 we have done segmented geography, right? So this approach is called as what? Semi-urban branch, rural branch, all you might have seen in your banks itself, isn't it? Your bank, what does it do? That is a scale 1 branch, that is a scale 2 branch, that is a rural branch, that is a semi-urban branch. Why this classification? Do you know? In many of the private banks, they don't have this classification at all. No semi-urban, no urban, nothing. Every branch will do everything. Every branch will do everything depending on your customer potential. If your customer potential is having huge liking for the urban products, they'll do urban. If your customer has a liking for rural products, you'll do rural. Depending on what customer comes, which customer comes, you have to serve that customer. So that's why this segmentation, these silos we call it, okay? So these watertight silos are gone nowadays. So but for JAIIB the answer is what? Where strategies are built on the basis of rural, semi-urban, urban. So what is the answer over here? Segmented, geography, classification, any of these. See, right? Classification based, isn't it? Which of the following business approaches for retail banking is found in public sector banks? Okay, by the way, have you subscribed to Officers Adda 24/7 up till now? Have you subscribed? Subscribe to this channel immediately. Click on the bell icon. Why? Because see this, like these videos, you will be getting the videos for all the subjects of JAIIB. Immediately subscribe to this channel. Click on the bell icon. Whatever is free, grab it fast. Okay? Chalo, let's move on to the question. Which of the following business approach for retail banking is found in public sector banks? Segmented, geography, classification, holistic model based on corporate objectives for retail business. Which of them? Segmented, geography, classification or holistic? Remember this word holistic. Huh? Now many of you will say, sir, classification, we have just now discussed this. Rural, segmented, all this. So classification based approach. But check your book. Go to book of RBWM again. The answer is D, holistic. It says that nationalized banks are yet not prepared for these approaches, segmented geography or classification, and that's why they have a holistic approach. You have to follow the book. Don't apply your brains. Okay, whatever is right in the book will be the right answer in the exam. So that is holistic model. Remember. Okay. Which of the following business approach for retail banking is followed in new private sector banks? Segmented, geography based, classification based, and mix of segment and classification based models. See here, segmented and segmented means what? Just now we saw that question. What is segmented? Segmented means over here. Look at this. Okay, segmentation on the business potential. And what is that second one? Classification based, right? Classification. So urban, semi-urban. It depends. So the answer over here for new private sector banks will be this mix. Because they first check the business potential. Which product will be sold over here and what is the business potential. And then after that they go for the classification, whether it's rural, urban. So it's not that rural branch of HDFC Bank will not serve the urban customer. They'll serve everyone. Only the business potential, this is directly linked to the business potential. There is no watertight compartment. That classification rural branch will not target, not give some forex service. Nothing. Rural branch will also give the forex service. So the answer is mix. Okay. Which of the following constitutes the basic structure of retail banking as per recent trends? Basic structure we want, structure. Retail assets and liability products only. Liability and third party products only. Retail assets, retail liability and third party products. Tell me, what do you sell in your branch? Do you sell saving account, current account, FD? Yes, sell means what? Discuss with the customers. Here, you have to come out of the mentality that you are discussing. You have to sell to that customer. That is important. Selling is important. It's a buyer-seller relationship. Okay. So, retail asset, retail liability, saving you sell it, current you sell it, FD you sell it, assets. Home loan, do you sell that customer? Do you sell that personal loan to that customer? Do you sell the gold loan to that customer? Yes. Do you sell insurance to that customer? Third party product. Do you sell mutual fund? Yes. So the product structure over here is this. All of them. Retail asset, retail liability and third party. Isn't it? The following has become the generic feature of savings bank account in recent years. Generic feature. Generic means what? Everyone knows this. What is this? What is the difference? ATM card, debit card, credit card, multi-city checks. Which of them are the generic features? Nothing different. Suppose if your bank says tomorrow we give multi-city checks. The customer says, so? We give debit card. So? We give, what? So? ATM. What is this? So? That is the thing. That is the thing. So, A to D all, isn't it? Nowadays we have moved out of this, all of these. Okay, we have moved above. Okay, we have moved to potential product. Know that core product, augmented product, potential product, that. Okay. Last question. To increase the earning potential of a saving bank balances and current account balances, the following facilities are offered by the banks. Means what? Saving potential, earning potential means what? It means more customers should open the savings account. More customers should open the current account. Why? Why should more customers open? Because these are low interest in accounts. Low interest, right? Current account 0 interest. What is the interest on savings account? 3.5 to 4 roughly, isn't it? So huge potential for them. So bank will always try for this CASA. We call it CASA, right? Current account, saving account. So what are the facilities provided? Sweep facilities. Sweep means what? Suppose if I am having the FD and I am having the saving account with you, so if my check comes for clearing, I'll break that FD automatically. System will break that FD and my check will be passed. That is sweep. Sweep in, sweep out. Both of them are there. Add on life policies. So that is also given. If you open the savings account, a life term insurance policy of 25 lakhs. Group health policies. If you open this, you will get a family health policies. So all of them are included. D. Everything you have to do, everything to sell your products now. CASA. Okay, CASA is the base, bread and butter of any banking. No bank can exist without CASA. On FDs you can't live. Okay. Chalo. Subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7. Once again, I'll tell you, in this channel you are getting the free videos on all the subjects like the ones which we did it. Free videos on all the subjects, plus you'll be getting the latest updates on JAIIB and CIB. Firstly, tell me, everyone has liked this? All the questions were useful to you? Type yes. And before we leave, let me discuss something very important with you that is useful for you throughout your life. So the JAIIB Sankalp batch is starting just now. Just now means July 24th. So join us app. All the subjects are covered. Numericals, objective questions, case studies, everything is covered. You can join the Mahapack as well. In Mahapack, what do you get? You get live classes, video courses, e-books, test series, mini and Maha marathon, practice papers, doubt sessions, multiple batches per subject. What all do you want? So everything is included in it. And the cherry on the cake. The cherry on the cake is right now we are going on with the code of Prep 80. 80% off on all the batches and Mahapacks, plus you get double validity on the Mahapacks. Double validity. Not a joke, dear. It's an investment for your lifetime. It will help you throughout your life. Let me show you how to get it. Because what happens, many of the students say, sir, how to go about it? So let's go to Adda 24/7. I would always suggest you to join through the app actually, because in app the navigation is easier and you earn 80%, you earn 1% extra coin system. Okay, so join fast. Say this, go to JAIIB and CIB, click on this JAIIB October 23. Now you'll see the Sankalp batch. Say this, Sankalp batch 3. Click on this. You'll see the details. All the details are given. Recorded videos, interactive classes, expert faculties. Recorded means what? Suppose if you miss out on any class any day because some banking pressure, anything, you can get back to it using the recorded videos. Now look at the fees. 80% off is there. See this, 80%. See, 19,999 reduces to 3,999.80. Huge discount. Go for it. Also let me show you Mahapack. See this. Click on continue. Fill in your details and done. Let me show you Mahapack. Mahapack means what? In Mahapack you get multiple batches per subject. See this, JAIIB and CIB. Go to the front page again. Click on JAIIB ka Mahapack. Here, either you can take JAIIB ka Mahapack or you can take a combined Mahapack of JAIIB, CIB. Let me show you more benefit to you. JAIIB, CIB Mahapack. In this Mahapack you get Mahapack for JAIIB as well as CIB combined. Okay. Now let's look at it. Let me show you. Very beneficial. Click on buy now. All these things, recorded videos are available, interactive classes are available as I told you earlier. Click on buy now. Look at this. The validity is 12 plus 12 months, 24 months. So if you clear this JAIIB in 6 months, remaining 18 months, you get it for CIB. 80% off. So 57,889 reduces to 11,577. Huge discount. Investment for lifetime. Go for it right now. Okay. Don't waste your time. Click on continue. Fill in your details. Then make the payment. That's it. Done. I'll be back tomorrow with another series. Till then, bye. Keep studying. Okay. Chalo. Bye.